Hi you guys, good morning and welcome to episode 2 of Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday, where each Tuesday, or maybe every other Tuesday, I jump on here and we talk about the top scheduling tips, things that are happening and going on. First off, happy summer. I do believe that a majority of the VIP Kid students are off school for the summer. I think there's maybe a few schools that finish at the end of this week, so by next week, most if not all VIP Kid students will be out of school. And with that, a lot of people have been writing in the forums, when are the bookings going to pick up? The kids are out of school, everybody's been talking about it, when is my schedule going to explode? So I thought it would be a good time to come on here and talk and do another, episode of Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday. If you are watching this here on the Instagram live stream, good morning. If you're watching it in a replay on YouTube, good morning as well. Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday, episode number 2 is going to talk about the one thing VIP Kid teachers can control. We cannot control if a student or parent books us. We cannot control if they give us a good rating. We cannot control if they become a regular or just pass through. The one thing we can control as a VIP Kid teacher is we can control giving a good class, but the one thing we can always control is the feedback. We can control giving good, concise feedback. And let me tell you, from somebody who was barely getting booked 2 months ago, giving good, consistent feedback is one of the biggest things you can do to show a parent that you are the right teacher for their student and to have that student want to rebook you. In most cases, your feedback is what makes them a regular. So today, for Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday, we are going to talk about the top 3 things to do with your feedback. There are 3 parts of feedback. Here we go. The top 3 things of feedback when you are writing it. You want to cover what you taught in the class. Don't just say we had a good class, bye. You say, today in class we learned our colors. So the first part of feedback, cover what the material and the lesson included. Second thing, what did they do well? Show the parent, we learned colors today. Susie did a great job repeating the colors, identifying them in the PowerPoints. We did a lot of slides and exercises with colors, showing the parent what you guys did, because 9 times out of 10 that parent is not there watching the class. So the feedback basically tells them, here's what I did in the time you paid me to be with your child. Here's what we did. Here's what they did well. And then number 3 are things to improve on. These 3 components show a parent what their child learned, what they did well. Always cover what they did well. The parent wants to see, if they're going to rebook you, they want to see my kid did well with you. And then if they have things to improve on, make sure to say, Susie did a great job with colors. She's able to do all of these things, but we are working on improving reading colors in sentences. Don't use the words, she was terrible at this, she, couldn't do this right. Use positive, constructive criticism in your feedback. It also translates better that way. If you write, Susie's terrible at colors, I don't know why you thought she'd be good in this class, you're probably not going to see that parent again. You're probably never going to see that student again. And then if you have extra time or could put things in the feedback that follow up these 3, if something personal happened in class, if they showed you their dog, their baby brother or sister, they told you their favorite color, you played a game together, include those things in your feedback. So the 3 plus the bonus 4, what you covered in the lesson, what the student did well on, constructive criticism on what they could do better next time, and then if you played a game, something personal happened, etc. These things show that parent, this is a good person. I want to return and, put my child in this teacher's classroom next week. So while we are waiting for this explosion to happen for kids being off in the summertime, giving good feedback, again, is the one thing we can control as VIP Kid teachers. Also, I recommend having some sort of like maybe a signature in your feedback. That way you are memorable. You've already tried to be memorable with a student in your lesson. This is the one way you're going to talk to the parent. So if you like to write Teacher Jennifer, if you like to write, Mrs., Katie, give yourself a consistent signature so the parent will always see your name. Don't just say they did a great job, bye. Leave your name. And then what I always like to do at the end of my feedback, once I talked about the lesson and what we did, what they did well, I like to say, would love to see Johnny in class today, or, in our next class, I would like to help improve Johnny on our reading. See you next time. Then I'll write like Teacher Kristen. These things show the parent that you took the time to realize what their kid did well and what they're working on, and then it shows that you want to take it a step further and you want to be that teacher in the next class that helps them improve on what they need to, work on to get to the next level of like level 1, 2, 3, etc. So, once again, a quick recap for our quick scheduling tip Tuesday. Feedback is the one thing we can control as VIP Kid teachers. We can't control who books us. We can't control our trials. We can't control anything involving the parents or the students booking us. We also cannot control if they're going to behave in lesson. We can control the feedback that we give to the parents. So, in your feedback, include what was covered in the lesson, what the student did well on, what they can improve on, and then if anything personal happened. And then end your feedback with some sort of positive reinforcement. I would love to see Johnny in class. I would love to help him in reading in our next lesson. Hope to see you guys soon, or just I'll see you in the next class. And then find a signature or something to put with your name. It makes you so much more memorable. And once again, giving good feedback and showing the parents you care is one of the biggest ways to get that student to be a regular of yours. When I was doing Find a Star or different games with my kids, I would write to the parents like, Johnny got all 5 stars today, and we played, tic-tac-toe, or we played Find a Star. That way the parent maybe can go have a talk with their child, like, did you play a game with Teacher Kristen? And they could maybe talk about it. A lot of parent feedback I get says, like, Kristen, my child really loved playing games with you. Thanks for making this a memorable class. These sort of things are what, are what are going to make you stand out in a wide sea of teachers. So, if you remember all of these things, if you don't remember all these things, just remember to leave the best feedback you can. And above all, if you think the way I write it is complete bogus, that's fine. The one thing I would say take from this live stream is show the parents that you care about what you're teaching the kid and that you genuinely care about their progress. Do not forget that you are the value. You are the reason that they are putting their child in your class. And if you don't deliver on that value, there's over 40,000 other teachers that will be more than happy to do so. That is exactly what my mentor told me. She laid it out. She was like, we're not going to sugarcoat this. If you don't do a good job, there are so many teachers waiting outside to take that student into their classroom. And I'm not saying leaving great feedback will produce a solid booking of, having a full schedule every week. I'm just saying that this is the one thing that we as the teachers can control. In a world where we kind of feel powerless, we're always just waiting for the frenzy. Is that slot going to fill? Do I make it short notice? Do I try to do all these different things to get more students to, get my experience up, get more kids under my belt, improve my paycheck? Feedback is the one thing. And if you can get consistently good at giving good, solid feedback that shows the parent you paid attention and you have the students learning in mind, the chances of you getting that student again in class have gone up tremendously. That is all for today's Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday. If there's anything else you'd like to see covered in a future video, please let me know down below in the comments, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, Instagram or YouTube. And I will see about adding that onto a future episode of Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday. Hi, Kelly. Actually, one of my one of my newest mentored teachers who's just joined, who's on vacation. Kelly, hi, I hope your vacation's going well. She just entered this chat room. Girl, I hope your vacation's going well. I just did my first 12 back-to-back teaching mornings. From a girl who usually does 6 in the morning, 7 a.m. to 10, it was a 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. morning. We have gone through, this was once a solid, no ice, cold brew coffee, no cream, no sugar, please just give me solid black coffee. It is now gone. We're hydrating on water and having some sweets and really just hanging out on the couch with a blanket because I'm making it 10 degrees in here because it's very hot in the Midwest. Anyway, that is my rambling for the morning. Let me know what you guys would like to see in a future Top Scheduling Tips Tuesday episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!